Hello everybody, lovely to see you. I haven't been on here for a while, so I just thought I'd put a few thoughts out for the end of the year. It's December already, my goodness. I don't know if you feel like me, but I'm like, where did this year go? I just have no idea really. It seems to have just flashed by. And I know, talking to different people, that for some people it's been a good year, and if that's for you, I'm really happy for you. It's wonderful, and I hope 2024 carries on being a good year. But carry on listening, because some of the things that I might be saying in this video, which is going to be a little longer than normal, will also help. But if you've had a challenging year, then this is particularly for you. Because I think it's time we kind of took back a bit more control over how our years are. It's an interesting thing. I was watching on I don't know what it was, some social media channel, a guy called Dan Priestley, who I really rate. And he was talking about something, and he had this simple phrase that really made a lot of sense. And the phrase was, "That's not for me." And what he was talking about was everything that's going on in the world, everything the media is throwing at us, the kind of fear-mongering that's happening. And he says, if we focus on that, then that's going to be our reality. And I'm a great believer in that. If you've worked with me or read any of the things that I've written, you'll know that I think what we think is actually the most important thing. And so taking this lovely phrase, "that's not for me," we can start to look at the world differently. I think if we get caught up in everything that's happening, everything globally that's happening, and it's a huge amount, everything that's maybe happening in your own life as well, it can be very difficult not to feel disempowered by that. And I know that I felt that throughout the year of things that have been happening in my challenging year. And so what I wanted to do was just offer you a perspective for 2024 of being more empowered in your own life. Instead of focusing on the things that you actually have zero influence over, starting to focus on the things that you have an influence over. And one of those things, the key crucial thing of that, is your thinking. The one thing nobody can kind of get in and change unless we let them is our thinking. Now, if we focus on the doom and gloom, if we focus on the catastrophes, if we focus on what maybe is going wrong in our own lives, then we're going to feel very disempowered. But if we start to focus on the areas we actually have an influence and the areas that we actually can make a difference, we will start to feel empowered. And when we feel empowered, we become more motivated, we become more inspired, and we become much better at creating change. I've been talking with a lot of people recently who've had this real stuck feeling over the last few years and have really wanted to shift that and take back control and get unstuck. And if you are interested, my Get Unstuck retreat is brilliant for that. And I'm doing a lot of work with people in the new year about making 2024 different. But even if you just take away this thought, "that's not for me," and every time you see something out in the world where you have no influence and no control over, "that's not for me," rather than getting caught up in the negative news cycle, which really we can't do anything about, but will have a huge effect on our physiology, "that's not for me." I'm really loving that phrase, "that's not for me." But take it further. What is for you? Think about where you can affect change in your life, the change that you want, the change that you crave. And if I can help you in any way, whether it's a retreat or some breakthrough sessions or just a focusing session, a single session to help you get focused on what you want for 2024, then please do get in touch. Whatever you're doing, whether I'm helping you or not, I really do wish a great next year for you. I think it's time that we stepped up and really put some effort, and I'm talking to myself as much to you here, to really do the things that we know we can do to feel better in our lives. So here's to 2024, here's to a great 2024, and I'll send you many good wishes. And as I say, if I can be of any help at all in any way, just please get in touch. You know where to find me. All right, take care and have a great Christmas and a lovely new year.